Look how young I am. Dorothy, me, Anna Mae, Jim, and Ruth. This was probably at Bobby and Ruth's place. Maybe not. Maybe it was at Foley's place. Look at Tony. Rondinelli.
Tony who?
Holy hell. He was our best man. Bobby and Ruth. See that grip? That's one I laid in.
Did you have to wear that in the mill? That hat?
No, I probably wore it back and forth.
Yeah.
Maybe I wore it in the mill too then. See that insul brick? That was on the house before this aluminum siding. That was insul brick, they call it. Tar composition and fiber and all that.
Okay.
Made it look like brick. It felt like brick. Her husband and her owned the little candy store on 6th Street.
Oh, yeah.
We called Joe's.
Joe,
Right.
right.
Joe and Chinch.
Sebastian.
Right. Chinch's sister, Madeline, there was 3 girls. Madeline was the oldest. She was Mary's girlfriend. Anime. Uncle Andy and Aunt Anime with Diane. David Drageson. His mother was a DeBaldo. Diane. Diane and Grandma. Look at this. Diane, Dominic Survey, Grandma Jenny's dad, Louis Survey's son, Grandma's brother's son. This was Conchetta Survey. And this is Uncle Carl, Grandpa Survey's brother, Mrs. DeBaldo's brother. Grandpa Survey, Grandma Survey with Diane. This was the apartment in Oakland. We lived near them when we first got married. Diane. I bet you that's Diane's first birthday. This is Richard Bianchi, Carol Francelini, and Dolores Colecci. They're young. So that has to be Diane's first birthday. You know where Debbie lives? The house next to her. And then that road goes up that way. They lived up, second house up. That's Lozich. That's Ronnie Trunzo. Lozich, Donna Jean, Richard Bianchi, Carol Francelini, Dolores Colecci, Diane. Antoinette and Sam Franzolini with Diane. Antoinette was Tony Rondinelli's sister. Diane's first birthday. Tommy sunbathing. That's Diane. I don't know who that is. That looks like Diane behind her. Who had a baby the same age as Diane then? I remember that picture, and they were discussing something, and I think you were talking something about washing. That was on a Monday. Her and Grandma got along real good. Uncle Tommy, Aunt Mary, me, and Dorothy went up to Niagara Falls. I think Diane was a baby, but she didn't come with us. Coming back, we broke down. And Route 19 had a detour. Car wasn't running. It quit running. And we coasted down this hill, and we just about coming to a stop, and it was a Ford garage. This was at night, and the lights were on in the garage. And we were rapped on the door, and the guy opened it up, and he was getting parts for the fire truck, and he took care of our car. Or we would have been stranded out in this wilderness. There's nothing around outside that garage. Route 19 was 2 lanes. You went into Pittsburgh to pick up Route 19 to go to Erie. That's Diane being changed. Diane. There was a fireplace in that front room, which we made the living room. Grandma Foley with Diane. I remember when she died. I'm trying to think as if she died before Dorothy or Dorothy died before her. Diane was about 6 months old and Grandpa Foley died. And it wasn't too much longer after that. Tom that built the foundation, he died. Dorothy smoked. She might have 1 or 2 cigarettes in the evening after the kids went to bed. Home all the time, he smoked a pipe. The only time he smoked cigarettes is when we went out somewhere. He'd buy a pack of Camels. Donna Jean, Diane, and Carol Franzolini. That's a lawn ornament. Dolores and Diane. She's crying. See our new Emerson TV? That's our first TV. Look at them two young whippersnappers. Grandma and Grandpa's about 40 years older. That's 1952 or 53. When they found out that Dorothy was pregnant, we lived in Oakland, and Dorothy was pregnant with Diane. And they says, you got to come here. So we left Oakland and moved in with Grandma and Grandpa. That was our living room set. This was always their bedroom. And when we moved there, they said they would go upstairs. And that's the only time their bedroom was upstairs. We got married in 50. That was probably in the spring of 51 or summer. And Diane was born in September. And we were there. We bought the house on 6th Street in the summer of 56. So we left Grandma then and Grandpa. Grandma moved into this house in 1912. Her dad had the house. He bought the property and had the house built. Had no kitchen upstairs. In 1926, they got married. In 1927, I was born. And I think in 1928, Grandpap and the family moved to Pittsburgh and sold the house to Daddy. And a few years later, he had a kitchen put in upstairs. He came across in 1921. And when they got married in 1926, he had $5,000 in the bank, which was a lot of money then. Their wedding, he hired a chef from Pittsburgh. The wedding lasted 3 days. And they saved their money. And they built a wine cellar in the kitchen upstairs after they moved in. Uncle Andy and Aunt Anna Mae with Diane. Dominic and Ernie with their deers. Ricky. Dominic. Louis DeBalga.